Okay, we've got to the boat launch and the neighbors here are just incredible. We've had Chris come by and help us out. We had John help us out last night. And today we're just gonna paint and get this boat launched. So that's the plan. We're trying to figure out how to get some of this stuff off. But in the interim, we're gonna be painting this and we just have to clean it up really quick. It's only 2 years old, this barge, but we need to just clean it up a little bit and it dries really quickly. So we're gonna be good to go.
That's an awful lot of load.
There was a long drive. We went all the way to Ontario and picked it up, yeah.
I'll tell you something, honey. It's a lot easier when it's got wheels on it.
Oh, yeah.
I just put wheels on it and it makes a big difference.
Sweet. Yeah.
I just need power so that I can take the sander to the rust spots. And then we're going to paint them with rust converter. And then once that dries, we're going to recoat this face of the barge.
Well, here we are. Today we are going to try to get the barge painted and loaded, and then we'll have to let it dry overnight.
So I have got Clara Jack here, and Clara Jack is actually, she was formerly Clara Bird. At the beginning of this whole process, we talked about how we wanted to have a contest to name the island. Then we discovered that it's got a beautiful, beautiful name already. So this is one of the girls who actually lived on the island as a child, is that right?
Yep.
And so how many family members did you have there?
I have 11 siblings. My dad, 1954, he either became a status Indian or non. So he became non and he wasn't allowed to have like an Indian trap line. So he had to sell that trap line, so he bought this guiding territory.
Okay.
And he bought the island, and so he was the guide, him and my mom and some of the local elders that were around here bought the, Dad bought the island and we had them as guides. So they guided for like Americans and people that came up.
I see.
And so we'd spend every summer up here for quite a few years, and I don't know what year it was, Dad got really sick and he needed the money to go to Vancouver for some operations, so he sold the island. Frankens, I think at that time.
Yes.
Frankens. And so that's when we lost the island, and then we've got another lease lot on the mainland here. So, but yeah, I spent quite a few years here, lots of memories.
Oh.
There was a cookhouse and 2 tiny little small rentals, but we had lots of kids, so lots of room.
Right.
And then later on, we built that house right now that's is falling down.
Okay.
Didn't have a tin roof, so it's not going to preserve very well.
I see.
So I remember building that with my dad, and he's still alive.
Oh.
Family members?
Yes. And so now there's a vehicle on there.
Yeah, there's a Land Rover.
Yes.
Yeah.
And who is that?
That was my dad.
Oh.
He brought it, he put it on a big raft and brought it out. And then used it to pull in the logs for that last cabin we built.
Oh, okay. So there aren't any roads on the island then?
Not really, no.
Okay.
No.
And is there even a possibility of making trails and roads there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He did have a road down the middle of it going out back to pull in the logs for that last cabin. But that was about it. It didn't go very far.
Okay. Okay. Well, we would love for you to come and visit us there. We're just going to be camping there for now, and we just want to do as much as we can. We know very little about it. Thanks so much for sharing. Anything else you want to share with us about it?
No, I just remembered when I was a little girl, it was all open and like, you know, well used, and
Yeah.
now it's all grown up.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we're going to make a home there. We have family members that will be coming. My kids are all grown, so we're semi-retired, and this is going to be our project, labor of love here to restore that. I'm not sure if you have figured out the name of our island yet. There was a clue during my visit with Clara. As a matter of fact, there's another clue that you can hear if you listen closely. That's right. The name of this special place is Bird Island. We are proud to keep the name in honor of the family that lived there so many years ago. This is amazing. We were gonna try and figure it out. Like, Ryan's a rigger, so but you know, you still need the strength, and his elbow is out. Yeah, so he's having a hard time with his elbow right now. He's been wearing a little thing the whole trip. But wow, what a gorgeous day. Look at this place. Isn't this just incredible? Wow. There's a small seasonal community at the end of the lake in this wilderness country. As far as we can recollect, only 3 of the cabins are inhabited year-round. They really are the nicest people you could ever meet. We didn't know what to expect, but they didn't either. It must have been unnerving for someone new to come into their community after so many years of having the island vacant. We feel incredibly blessed to meet each and every one of them. They made us feel welcome, they were so helpful and kind, and although we live a ways from them all, we will always be willing to repay any kindness if they should ever need it. Those ramps are so heavy.
One of our new friends was kind enough to show up with his tractor to help us put these ramps into place. Try as he might, his tractor just didn't have quite enough reach in order to get the right angle to install the ramps. Looks like we're going to have to try Plan B.
I thought it was an electric start.
We were lucky enough to find this 12 kilowatt generator at auction. It came new in a box, so there was a little bit of assembly required. I had to bolt the wheels on, had to connect some wires, also had to add some oil to it, and I'm just trying to figure out how to start it. Well, in my haste to get this thing going, I forgot to add fuel. Tee-hee! Okay, I've added fuel, and I'm still trying to get this generator started. When we bought this island and started planning for our dream life out here, we recognized that offloading our gear could be a real challenge. However, we were ready. We were ready to do whatever was needed to get the job done.
Thinking about it now, it seems kind of funny in a way, but we were 100% committed. Me with my bad back, Ryan with his bad elbow, but these people were willing to do whatever they could to help us. They're just some of the good ones.
Our new friend Gil is a man of many talents. He's very bright, and he is an experienced equipment operator and a rigger. There's not much that this man can't do.
There we go. Okay, so we've been so fortunate to meet the most wonderful people who are helping us so much. How on earth we thought we could get those ramps in, I don't know, but that's just so kind. That's right. That's exactly right. He's got it.
Okay, this is great. We've got a larger machine here, We got the better angle, and Gil has a feather touch on the loader. I'm certain we're going to be able to get these ramps installed.
Careful, honey. Right there. Perfect. It's very close. Yeah.
Our new friend Chris and I are trying to pound this pin in. The end of the pin is flared out. It's kind of like matted metal. We're trying to get it to fit into the keyhole, and it's a bit wide, so we may have to repoint it with a grinder or something.
Two. Yeah. Yeah, and they're so heavy. Oh. No, no, thank goodness. Wow.
I feel pretty good about this.
Yeah. You look a bit precarious there.
Yeah. Am I looking precarious, honey?
Yeah, you're looking precarious. So we're doing the second side of the ramp, and they're just going to pull it out and try and get it up again. They've tapered the pin a bit, so we're hoping this might be the slightest bit easier.
Okay, that first ramp was a nightmare to install. Thankfully, Chris and Gil went and repointed the second pin, so this one should go in a lot easier. I don't know how we would have got these ramps on without this big loader. And look at Chris. This guy, he is so willing to help. He's such a prince of a man.
Nice. Nice. Wow. Wow! Woohoo! Wow, they did it! What a great team!
To prep the barge, we used a power sander, and we got rid of all the surface rust, and we got it down to bare metal in some parts, but not all parts. Then we used this rust converter. It's that black stuff you see on the barge. And what it does is it penetrates into the rust and converts it to an inert material, and that material is then paintable. So basically, it kills the rust.
Gil, have you ever seen this thing before? What does this thing do? I've never seen that.
Well, that's for if you're fishing, and this is off.
Oh.
And then it steers nice and easy. It rotates nice and easily.
Oh, it's like a brake.
Yeah. And then if you're catch a fish, you can put a little bit of drag on that so that you're not always having to counter steer or do something like that.
Right.
And then it'll keep you going in a straight line or reasonably straight line while you're reeling in your fish. Just by rolling, or you got somebody else's line.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't actually have to stop.
Well, that's handy then.
That works great. It's awesome.
It's brand new.
What are you doing? It's just something else to watch. Like, it looks like they're right at the shore. Is that true?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you can go stand in the water. I wouldn't stand in the water now if it's cold, but sometimes you can stand in the water and they'll put a
Like actual, like rainbow trout, or?
rainbow trout, whatever else is in there. It's hard to tell. They look like little fish when you rock them.
So you're never gonna guess where we are right now. We are camping in a tent on the island. And we have had the busiest day. We've met really the kindest people. The neighbors that are also living in the wilderness around us. And we've gotten so much help, and we are just, I think that's the first time he's actually gotten to eat anything today. Like anything serious. But those are good, aren't they? Those sesame snaps. No thanks. Anyways, it's been a really long few weeks. And we are just so happy to be settling back in. But we have a little tiny campsite on the island that we're living in for the next couple days. We stayed in a cabin the first night we got in with the barge, and as you can see, we've already painted the barge today. So it's just drying. On Sunday we will finish up what we started and get that barge over here, and hope to do some fishing too. So good night.
Night.
Okay, this is the view we woke up to this morning outside of the tent. Just beautiful. So now we're just trying to get a fire started. Look at that blue sky. So beautiful. I think we're going to catch our very first fish today.
I love days like today.
Just incredible. Nothing but blue sky. This is how someone who's had 4 spine surgeries goes fishing. With an obus form, of course.
Lots of stuff. Got a drone, saw sharpener, some chaps. Oh, I got your hat too. I gotta change my shirt. We got the fire burning still. Let's burn it. This shirt's worn through in a couple places.
Like glass. Look here. So we didn't move the barge across because we painted it. It's looking beauty. And it'll be ready to go tomorrow morning. Got the ramps on. That's quite the story.
I think we're just about ready to go.
Today is a good day. We are finally taking the barge to the island. This will be the first time we have ever put it in the water. Now we just need to figure out where to moor it. There's so much to do every single day we are here. This really is a dream come true. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please support us by clicking the thumbs up icon on YouTube. We invite you to also subscribe and click the bell. You'll be notified when we upload new content. Please invite your friends and family to come along too. Bye for now.